Hey guys, it's Marioman 10100, back again with another Pokemon countdown list. Today we are going to count down my top 10 Pokemon from the 4th generation. So, same rules as before, only counting the Pokemon from Gen 4, and only including one legendary. So without further ado, let's get started. Glaceon may not be my favourite evolution, but it's definitely one of the best, in my opinion anyway. Its design is very sleek and simple, and really, that's one thing that makes it great. You don't have to go over the top to make a good looking Pokemon. Sometimes it's the simplicity that counts. Anyway, its move pool is okay too, spawning moves like Icy Wind, Quick Attack, Ice Shard, Ice Fang and Blizzard naturally, but also Water Pulse, Ice Beam, Iron Tail, Hyper Beam, Shadow Ball, Avalanche and Giga Impact, among others via TMs. It may look graceful, but it can definitely hold its own in battle. Magnezone is a weird Pokemon in that I'm surprised Magneton, after so long, received another evolution. I definitely believe that Magnezone can hold up better than Magnemite and Magneton, very well in fact, but it's not a Pokemon that solidly stands up on its own. Its design is a bit out there, like it went from one Magnemite to three, then for some reason one hiding in this weirdly shaped metal shield with the other two alongside. Like, what? What is it supposed to be? Its move pool is pretty okay, spawning moves like Thundershock, Spark, Magnet Bomb, Discharge, Zap Cannon, and of course, Sonic Boom! It can also learn Hyper Beam, Thunderbolt, Shockwave, Explosion, Giga Impact, and Flash Cannon via TMs. Yes, electric type moves like Shockwave have to be learned via TMs and not naturally. What even? Spiritomb is just odd. I understand that's okay because it's a ghost type, and it follows Bayonet's philosophy of possessing something. It may be odd, but that's okay. I like it for that. And Cynthia's one can be pretty good too. It can learn moves such as Shadow Sneak, Feint Attack, Ominous Wind, and Dark Pulse naturally, and Water Pulse, Hyper Beam, Psychic, Shadow Balls, Shockwave, and Giga Impact via TMs. Yeah, not much else I can say. Next Pokemon. Turtwig for me wasn't the best starter in Gen 4, but it's a pretty good one in comparing it to the others in previous gens up until this point. But Torterra definitely makes up for Turtwig, and a disappointing second evolution in Grottle. But Torterra is such a beast. His design is pretty good and detailed. He's called the continent Pokemon, and you can tell with that huge tree on his back. His moveset is just as good, having moves such as Razor Leaf, Mega Drain, Leaf Storm, Giga Drain, and of course, Earthquake, just like our continents of the world. Plus, via TMs, he can also use Bullet Seed, Hyper Beam, Solar Beam, Iron Tail, Energy Ball, Rock Slide, Grass Knot, and Stone Edge. He looks like a beast, and he battles like a beast. Starly may be the starting bird Pokemon in Gen 4, but when it evolves into Staravia and then this guy, it becomes a whole new beast. I love the design because even though it looks basic in some regards, it has cool little features that set it apart from the rest. It's very fast and I loved using it in both my playthroughs of Diamond and Platinum. Its move list looks a bit basic but has a few highlights like Aerial Ace, Close Combat, and Brave Bird. It can also learn Hyper Beam, Steel Wing, Giga Impact, and Substitute. This bird has the greatness to wreck some basic Pokemon and blow them apart, so watch out. My second starter on the list, and the second final evolution starter too. It's Impo Leon. This metallic looking penguin looks regal and royal as hell. It's crazy, and even its crown is a trident. Not sure if it's Poseidon's though. Its typing of water steel is pretty interesting too. Its moveset is not absolutely spectacular for a Pokemon of its stature, but it's still pretty good, ranging from moves such as Metal Claw, Fury Attack, Brine, Aqua Jet, Whirlpool, Drill Peck, and Hydro Pump in his natural repertoire, and via TMs moves such as Ice Beam, Water Pulse, Hyper Beam, Earthquake, Brick Break, and Aerial Ace amongst others. This Pokemon is crowned as a king that can wreck some shit up. Like Blaziken before him, Lucario has also become more and more important in the Pokemon franchise, by also being playable in Pokemon Tournament, but also being the first Mega Evolution shown in the plot of Generation 6. So that's definitely important to remember, but considering this is all about Gen 4, unfortunately that can't count in this list. The design of Lucario is basic in structure, but also very awesome at the same time. Its moveset is something else too, sporting moves like Dark Pulse, Metal Claw, Force Palm, Bone Rush, Close Combat, Dragon Pulse, Extreme Speed, and his signature move, Aura Sphere, but also moves such as Focus Punch, Water Pulse, Hyper Beam, Iron Tail, Earthquake, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Brick Break, Focus Blast, Shadow Claw, Drain Punch, Stone Edge, Giga Impact, and Rock Slide via TMs. Damn, that was a mouthful, but only for a powerhouse Pokemon such as Lucario. Whenever I've seen Garchomp in battle, I've always been intimidated, especially when Cynthia sent him out during the championship fight. This thing looks menacing and ready to take on anything in battle. He's also in Pokken, fun fact, but again, doesn't count for much in this list. His head, his claw-like arms, everything is just intimidating in his design. His moveset isn't bad either, with moves naturally ranging from Fire Fang, Dragon Rage, Takedown, and Dragon Rush, and moves like Hyper Beam, Iron Tail, Earthquake, Fire Blast, and Giga Impact via TMs. Talk about an attacking hurricane of brutal force. Well, here's the legendary. Now I love Arceus, Giratina, and Darkrai, but I gotta give this spot to the one I've used the most in my playthroughs of Diamond and Platinum, and that's the controller of time himself, Dialga. The design is very metallic and it weighs a ton, but I really love this Pokemon. It can sport moves like Dragon Breath, Metal Claw, Earth Power, Aura Sphere, and its signature move, Roar of Time. It can also learn from TMs moves like Ice Beam, Blizzard, Hyper Beam, Thunderbolt, Earthquake, Brick Break, Flamethrower, Dragon Pulse, Giga Impact. Sheesh! It can learn a whole lot, but considering it's a legendary, I guess it makes sense. Once again, I'm going to give some honorable mentions, and they are Arceus, Bronzong, Darkrai, Giratina, Mismagius, Weavile. Now let's proceed to number 1. Well, what do we have here? A fully evolved starter Pokemon at number 1. Why is this one so special? Well, for one, Infernape is the only Pokemon that I've actually leveled all the way up to level 100. Plus, it was a part of my full journey in both Diamond and Platinum, and I love it so much. Its design is great too, looking like a fighting powerhouse monkey. Its moveset is pretty good too, learning moves such as Ember, Mark Punch, Flame Wheel, Fire Spin, Close Combat, and Flare Blitz naturally, and moves like Focus Punch, Hyper Beam, Solar Beam, Iron Tail, Earthquake, Brick Break, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Aerial Ace, Overheat, Giga Impact, Stone Edge, and many, many more via TMs. It's an overall package, and that makes it such a great Pokemon. By the way, I included all the starters of Gen 4 in this list, and they're all the final evolutions. Shows how good some of the Gen 4 Pokemon really are. Thanks so much for watching this top 10 list. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you look forward to the next one. So thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day or night, and of course, take care.